Generally speaking, I'm one of those guys who always believes in going with his first hunch, his first inclination. I just think that the law of averages proves out over the long haul that going with that first thought that crosses your mind when you're gambling is the best thought that you can have. But that wasn't the case yesterday, guys, because my 10-dime winner on the Ravens, it wasn't my first choice. And it wasn't my second choice either in that game, in fact, because when I first handicapped the game, I really thought Pittsburgh had a chance to win it. And then the more I thought about the game, I thought, nah, let's go with the over as well. Well, Steelers certainly didn't show up. The over never was a serious play. And instead, I managed to talk myself into the Baltimore Ravens in the middle of the morning. Thank goodness for you, and thank goodness for me as well. Too bad for the bookmakers, because the Ravens just dominated the game. It was an easy 10-dime winner. And now the winning streak for me, I've now cashed in and turned profitable days, 17 of the past 22. That was a fifth straight NFL winner, 9-2 football run over the past 3.5 weeks, including a 4-1 start in college as well. So tonight we've got two more football games, but I got to be honest, these games, they're not bettable for me. I'm going to break them down for you here and give you a free pick on one of them, but I think the best bet is in baseball, where I have another 10-dime play just as strong as the Ravens last night. In fact, these 10-dime plays, which are my second highest rated releases, I've hit 10 out of 14 over the past 3 weeks with them as well, and you've got 9 of them as discounted winners, and you're going to get another discounted winner on this one as well. I've got my 10-dime rebound route. I'm taking a team that's in a slump, that's got to win, and I think they're going to do so here this evening, and they're going to win big. So, 10-dime rebound route. You can save $50 on the purchase price of that play by using coupon code AL50. AL50. It's that easy. You save $50 on the purchase of the play. That means you get it for $29 from a guy who's won 17 out of 22 days. And I gave you all the other numbers and given you 9 discounted winners over the past 3 weeks. So that's the one coupon code today. Now listen, all the other coupons, etc., are available on the homepage, including another one from Anthony Red. What has this man done for you? Last night, one and only 109 Conference USA Game of the Year winner. Louisiana Tech, a 3-point road dog, goes into Denton, Texas. They win by 3 touchdowns. You got to play for just $44, a savings of $65 off the regular price. Wednesday, of course, you got his baseball winner, number 8 out of 9. NL Dog of the Year, Dodgers, 140 on the run line and a 4-0 shutout of the Padres. You got that one for $39, a savings of $60 off the regular price. That was even stronger than Tuesday's 69 winner when he gave you the Mariners and the Astros under the total, which you got free as the charity play of the week. And by the way, guys, have you made your donation yet? All the information is right there beneath us. A family, with an 18-year-old daughter who is developmentally challenged. It's another one of those situations where insurance simply doesn't foot all the bills. You can read about the story below, and I ask you now to do your part and give a donation. And, of course, Monday night, you got his Monday night opening game of the year, which he won for the 9th time in 12 years of the season, part of a 2-for-1 special involving Craig Davis on the Chargers. Well, today he's going for winning day number 6 in a row, and you can get his non-conference total of the year winner on Baylor and Buffalo. Tough game to choose here. And I got to be honest with you, Bryce Petty, and I'll talk about this game in a minute, Bryce Petty's coming back, which really surprises me that they would play him in this game, considering how they rolled over Northwestern State without him last week at home. And, of course, he broke 2 bones in his lower back, fractured them in the season opening round of SMU. They're going to play him in this game again, which is kind of surprising to me, and I'll talk about that in a second. It's a big number. Do you go over? Do you go under? Well, you can find out. You're going to get it for just $9 from Anthony Red, and that coupon code is RED9, REDD, and the number 9. Props going out to Craig Davis, now 4-0 in the NFL, and he's won 8 of the past 9 days. He also was on the Ravens last night in that route. $10 bettors up over $3,600 the past 8 days alone. And in the NFL, they've won over $11,000 since the 2011 season. Jeff Benton rebounded from a rare losing night with winning day number 30 out of 44. He had the Houston Cougars cover at BYU easily. $10 bettors up $18,000. since April, $18,150 to be exact. Far be it from me not to give him that extra $150 net profit credit. So those are among the winners. Now, Scott Delaney, of course, he was one of the discounted plays yesterday. He had a big $100 play on BYU. Did not even come close. So that's a quick rundown. Now let's get to, and remember all your other coupons, all that other good stuff available over on the homepage. By 2 o'clock Eastern time, I'll have all of those coupons available for you. Now let's get here to your complimentary plays tonight. And I'm going to talk first about that game between Baylor and Buffalo. You know, Baylor is a 34.5-point favorite. Who cares? I mean, you know, I took Baylor at home minus 34.5 points against SMU in their opener. You know, they got the job done. It wasn't pretty. I mean, you know, but they did certainly win that game. Here's the thing with Baylor. It doesn't almost matter who plays quarterback. They certainly score points. They've scored 40 or more points in 27 of their last 34 games, topping 30 points in all but 3 of them. But again, tonight the question is, how effective will Bryce Petty be? This guy threw for over, 4,200 yards last year. Phenomenal touchdown to interception ratio. Bears won last year at home in Waco, 70-13. This is the return engagement. This one, of course, Buffalo, huge game for the Bulls, because this is a prime time national TV tilt for them, and that certainly is a rarity on a Friday night, to say the least, against a big non-conference major team, number 8 team in the country, the Bears are here. The Bulls, you look at them, they won 38-28 at home against Duquesne. They gave up 322 passing yards in that game. They lost 47-39 at Army. They allowed 341 rushing yards in that game. So they were an equal opportunity defense in terms of giving up plenty of yardage, both through the air and on the ground. Listen, we all know the Bears are more athletic. They're deeper. They're more talented. The question I have here, and really it's a 2-part question, will they keep Petty in here for a long time tonight? Now, his backup certainly proved capable against Northwestern State last week, but that was at home, and that was against Northwestern State, a Division I AA school. You know, last year in the home round in Waco, Petty and the regulars only played through the first series of the second or the third quarter. Now, of course, they, opened up a giant lead in that contest as well. Will Art Briles, knowing that his team has a bye before hitting the road once again for their Big 12 opener against Iowa State, will they keep the starters in there long? Will Petty be in there long? I still say the only way to play this, though, if you're going to play it, is you lay the points. You got to lay the points with Baylor. I think it makes it a much more difficult play on the total in this contest because of all those uncertainties I just mentioned. But I think in terms of the side, you go in and you play Baylor. Now, the other game, I'm going to break it down for you here, guys. I don't have an opinion on it, though. I can't even venture a free pick on this because you have Cincinnati tonight making its debut. It is the last Division 1A team to make its season debut. Everybody else has played at least 1, if not 2 games. Here are the Bearcats finally getting on the field. And they're playing at Paul Brown Stadium, tonight. They paid $25,000 extra, in fact, to play here. Not play there at Paul Brown Stadium. They're playing their games at the Bengals home facility because their Nippert Stadium, their campus facility, is being renovated currently. But to move the game to a Friday night kickoff, they paid an extra $25,000 because the Bengals, of course, are playing at home on Sunday, and there's no way Cincinnati was going to allow the Bengals were going to allow back-to-back games on their home field, okay, without that short turnaround. Now, you got Cincinnati a 10-point favorite here at home. Here's the issue. Both of these teams, interesting quarterback situations. Toledo is coming off a 49-24 loss at home to Missouri last week. A lot of people thought Mizzou was going to be in trouble that game. You may recall I gave you a free winner on Missouri last Saturday as the 3.5-point road favorite in that contest. Now, it certainly helped that going against Toledo, the Rockets lost their starting quarterback, the Alabama transfer, Philip Eli, in that game to a season-ending knee injury. So tonight they're going to go with a sophomore, Logan Woodside. Now, it is true that Toledo's on a 12-4 ATS run as a road dog. Cincinnati, of course, they gave their starting job to a former Notre Damer, a highly touted guy coming out of high school, one of the top quarterback recruits in the country, and that's Gunnar Kiel. He's going to be the starting quarterback, but Tommy Tuberville says that all 3 of his quarterbacks may see some action here tonight. So who knows what the hell's going to go on. I look at Toledo and I'm thinking to myself, you couldn't stop Missouri at home. How are you going to stop Cincinnati on the road? Question is, what do you got with Cincinnati? I mean, seriously, what do you have with a quarterback who last saw significant, hasn't seen significant action anywhere in 2 years? So I have no clue. I can only lay out the game for what I know, and I have no clue what's going to happen, but at least you're informed now on this one. Let's talk a little baseball action here for complimentary play. I thought about going with the Angels on the run line at home against the Houston Astros. The way the Angels have been hitting the ball, the way they've been playing well. But, the Astros are 1-8 out of 10. And FYI, just a word of warning here, C.J. Wilson, he's been like a punching bag for the Astros. In his last 3 starts against them, his earned run average is like 14.5. So I stayed away from there. Instead, I wanted to look at the Mets. I like the Mets as a $1.30 home dog tonight. Against the Nationals. Dylan Gee has pitched well here of late. 3.41 earned run average and 14 career starts against Washington. Gio Gonzalez has lost his last 2 starts against the Mets. Now, ironically, that's the only 2 games that the Mets have won against the Nationals in 14 meetings this year. Nationals took the opener 6-2 last night, but let's not overlook the fact that the Mets had won 4 in a row and 7 of 8 prior to that one. It's not like the Nationals are hitting the hell out of the ball here of late. So I like the pitching matchup, and I'm going to go with the Mets as a $1.30 dog in this situation tonight. Don't have to play them on the run line, playing them straight up, getting them as underdog, and that's good enough for me. So your free plays again, lay the 434 points with Baylor tonight, and go ahead and take the Mets as the home dog. And God bless you. Whatever you do with Cincinnati Toledo, you let me know, because I'm going to watch the game, but I have no clue who's going to win the damn thing. Good luck, everybody, and I will catch you again on Saturday when we do this one more time.